Growing up, my dad would tell me, you can judge a man by his ability to show up 7 days a week. That's been my motto, to show up. I'm a family man. My wife and I are high school sweethearts. And we have a son, Tom. Every Sunday, I go to church, and I put in my tithe. We live a regular life. I work hard to make sure Katie and Tom can have their activities. We recently celebrated our 23rd wedding anniversary. And we're saving up for Tom's college. He wants to study biology. And if we stay on track, I've got a few good investments that have been paying off that might allow Katie and I to retire early and maybe do some traveling.
Dan, this isn't adding up. Dan, I said this isn't adding up. I'm so tired. I try and I try, and I'm so tired of trying. Going to my sister's for the weekend and I'm taking Tom with me. I need a break. I talked to the lawyer about a separation. You can call me this weekend if you have a better plan.
What, Brad? Oh, great, you told everyone? No, I'm on my way to her sister's right now, though I don't know why. It seems like a big waste of time. No, you don't. You don't spend 2 decades with someone so they can just check out, Brad, on a moment's notice. I mean, I did everything for her. Everything. I mean, I even went to church with her, Brad. And what, she's gonna leave now because she's tired? Give me a break. I don't even know why I'm in the car, to be honest. I don't. But one thing I do realize, Brad, she's always wanted me to wake up. Well, guess what? I'm awake now, Katie. If she thinks for a second I'm gonna concede, come crawling back with an apology, she's out of her mind, Brad.
You're not even willing to hear more of her side of it?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm turning around. I'm going home.
Dan, come on, take a breath and think about it.
No, Brad, I'm not gonna think about it. Goodbye.
Daniel Charles Brooks, 48 years old, soon to be divorced. 10:47 p.m. Auto collision. 1 survivor. 1 deceased. And so we meet.
No, I was in an accident. I need an ambulance.
You believe you're the one who survived that accident?
What is going on here? Who are you?
One come to make sure
No,
you meet the grave.
I have a family. It's not my time. I've got plenty of time. I mean, we were planning for retirement.
You think I see many at a time when they wish for or on their own terms?
No, take me back to the car.
I cannot. You are at death's door. Time to see if you lived a good life.
I did.
Oh, come. We'll see. Do you recognize this place?
Yeah. Yeah, these are the woods where I grew up. That's the lake where my brother and I would fish along the shoreline.
It's interesting how your brother was always there for you. He was the last one that called before the accident, the first to find out you'd passed. So I'm curious. Did you ever reach out to him? See how Brad was doing?
I played my part.
All those calls before the accident. Brad wasn't just reaching out for your sake, Daniel.
Brad just had a lot of problems. I mean, I tried. We tried. He just spent his whole life pushing us away.
If that's your perception. But know that the funeral was an especially difficult time for him. Though at that point, it was just one more stone on his scale. He'd already lost his job, his girlfriend, and then you. Maybe you couldn't have fixed all his problems, but you could have at least been there for him. Your only brother.
Brad! 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 Put it down! Brad! Brad, no! Brad, give me the gun! Brad, no! Brad, look at me! Brad, look at me! Look at me! Put it down, please! Put the gun down! Please! Put it down, Brad! Put it down! Brad, look at me! Look at me! Put the gun down, please! Put it down, please! Brad. No! No!
The dead cannot save themselves, Daniel. Yet you believe you could have saved him? Get up. Same recipe she made for you. Only now it's 4 years later.
You know, only marry you if your banking abilities right.
I'll cut you a slice. If that's the way we're gonna play it.
Maybe not.
This is how she decides to live her life once I'm 6 feet under? Because I'm nothing? Get your hands off my wife!
There's more.
No, there's not any more. I've seen enough. We want to know how my life is going to turn out? Well, you have your answer. Is that Tom?
At 24, 8 years after the funeral.
Look at him, he's all grown up. Who's she?
Someone he loves. A friend who's been in his life since childhood, though you never seem to notice.
I've never told anyone this before. But when my dad died, I didn't feel anything. I didn't even cry. And I remember thinking that it was so bad that I didn't cry. Maybe wonder if I was heartless or something.
You're not.
I mean, he just never felt like my dad. He would play catch with me, he would drive me to school, he would do all these things. It always felt like I was just another thing he had to check off his list. And I shouldn't complain. I mean, he was never mean. He was never angry. And I don't hate him. I don't. I just don't care.
I'm sure that he loved you.
He barely told my mom that he loved her. He would say that he was proud to call me his son. Never that he loved me.
Death comes to us all, Daniel. There's a difference between just showing up and actually being there for the ones you loved. Can you tell me now that you lived a good life? Daniel Charles Brooks, it's time for you to wake up.
Jesus Christ, the Son of God.
Dan, I got called in early for work this morning. I'll make sure dinner's ready for you when I get home, okay? You look pale. Make sure you get some breakfast this morning.
Katie?
Dan, what? I'm gonna be late.
I love you.
I'll see you tonight.